Welcome back to my channel for another toy unboxing and review. Today is a big day because today we are going to unbox something classic, something humongous. One of the legendary robots in the past who protected the Earth from alien invasion. And it's none other than Voltron, defender of the universe, so let's...
What?
Just kidding! So without further ado, let's unbox and review Voltron, Defender of the Universe by Blitzway and 5 Pro Studio. Starting off with the packaging. It is finished in a glossy black box with images of the Lionbots individually. Once they are combined, which forms Voltron and some of the kit's features. What I have in here is the Japan Limited Edition. This is also available in one more version. From all of my collection, this is by far my best unboxing experience. The packaging is well designed and secured. Once you open the box, there is a window view, where you can see everything that is inside. Take a look at that, everything looks gorgeous. Once you open the lid, we have the 5 Lionbots, its pilots. Voltron's primary weapons and his swappable faceplate with screaming mouth. The difference between this and the regular version is, this version does not include the display base and Voltron's other weapons. The highlight of this version is the blazing sword effect part, which is not included on the regular version, so it's up to you to decide which version you prefer. And just to mention, the regular version is more expensive than this one. Introducing the pilots, namely Princess Allura, Lance, Commander Keith, Pidge, and Hunk, which is well painted and scaled. Inside the box, we also have these mini tools. These will help you for inserting those strange looking batteries and for transformation purposes, which you will see later on in the video. We also have this sticker numbered from 1 to 5. These corresponds to every Lionbot, but it's all up to you if you're gonna use them. For now, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to put the stickers on mine or not. In the box, we also have these strange looking batteries and LED. This is the first time I have seen this kind of batteries. These are for red and green line light up features, which you're gonna see later on. Moving on to the Lions. We have 5 Lionbots, which make up Voltron. We have the green lion piloted by Pidge that serves as the left arm. The red lion piloted by Lance for the right arm. Yellow lion piloted by Hunk for left leg. Blue lion pilot by Princess Allura for the right leg. And then Commander Keith, which pilots the black lion. The biggest of the bunch making up the upper leg, body, and head of Voltron. The Lionbots are finished in a deep glossy paint, specific to their colors. The legs are all die-cast metal finished in chrome, which are shining shimmering especially when contacted with bright lights. When it comes to articulation, I'm not going to show you all the 5 lions' articulation, as the red and green lions' articulations are pretty much the same. The same goes with the blue and yellow lion. So what you're going to see are the red, blue, and black lions' articulations. For the red lion, which makes up the arm, and the smallest among the pack. Now we got an up and down movement on the body. Can be moved left and right just like so, and this are on a ratchet. The legs are on a ball joint so you can pull them in and out. Hind leg knees can bend just like that, and the ankles can swivel. Front legs movement are pretty much the same with the hind legs. The head can be pulled forward for better range of motion. It can look up and down but with limited side-to-side movement. But you can use the body's articulation if you want to make them look sideways further. The tail have 2 points of articulation. It is on a hinge and can do up and down movement just like so. One of the things that I like about this figure is all the lion bots have their pilots installed inside apart from the one provided in the box. For the red lion, we have a compartment hidden inside. Once you lift this part and slide the panel underneath, you'll be able to see the pilot. Just look at that. Moving on to the blue lion, this is it in sitting position. All the lion's legs are finished in chrome, so they are fingerprint magnet. While the legs are made of die-cast metal, the paws are made of plastic. And while the red and green lion's knees are on a hinge, the yellow and blue lion knees are on a ratchet, so it is sturdier and definitely heavier. Articulation on both front and back legs are pretty much the same, as you can see. And can you hear that crisp? Pretty sweet, isn't it? This only shows that it is robust and will be able to hold the poses you wanted for them. The head can look up and down, the mouth can be opened, and the neck is on a ratchet which can be moved up and down just like so. There are 2 points of separation on the body. First is this one, which can make the lion look left and right further. Second is on the middle body that makes the body go down just like that, which is especially useful for sitting poses. Then we have the tail that is on a hinge, so it can be bended just like that and can be folded to hide it on Voltron's combiner mode. The pilot cockpit is on this side. It's a bit challenging though to see the pilot, as it is a bit difficult to open the panel underneath. You gotta push the front end down to expose the other end. Then you can use this tool as a wedge to bring that panel up to finally see the pilot inside. Otherwise, this is one cool looking lion. This might actually be my favorite among the pack. And last but not the least, the black lion. The biggest among the bunch, which forms Voltron's upper legs, body, and headpiece. The head and neck are onto points of articulation. It can move up and down just like so. We also have left and right side movement. Once you open its mouth, you can see Voltron's faceplate. But don't worry, as it can be hidden by pushing it up on the upper palate, just like that. The front legs are on a ratchet and can do a 360 degrees rotation. The knees are also on a ratchet, which can move front at 90-degree angle, but not so much going backwards. The paws can swivel just like so, and the ankles are also on a ratchet, which is really nice. We also have a point of separation on the body. This will serve as the abdominal crunch once it is transformed to robot mode. You can also extend or shrink the torso further by pulling and pushing. The body can also move sideways just like so. The hind legs are on a really strong ratchet, which can be moved back and front. This is the farthest the lower leg can go forward. However, good articulation backwards, and one interesting feature is, when you move the lower leg backwards, there is a collapsing part that goes with it, which is really nice. The ankles are on a ratchet and the paws can swivel just like that. The tail is on a 2-point hinge, which can be folded in and out for articulation. We also have this part on the back on a ratchet, but this will serve as Voltron's wings when transformed. As to the pilot's cockpit, this is the easiest to access. Just lift this panel up and boom, you can already see Commander Kit inside. All the lion bots have light up features on their eyes. For the red and green lion's light up function, we have to use this strange looking battery and LED, which are included in the box. All you have to do is insert this battery to this part, which is the LED panel, and when it is connected, is gonna light up automatically. Now before you can insert the light up kit, you have to remove the red or green lion's head from its body. And in the back of the head, there is a spot where you have to insert the lighting kit. You can use this mini tool which is provided. Though I have to admit that this is not the best tool to use when it comes to functionality, as it doesn't really hold the battery in place, since this is made of plastic. There's no grip on its end, which could give a firm hold to the battery. Well, at least Blitzway's aware that inserting this battery without a tool is gonna be difficult. So I guess it's the thought that counts, but maybe next time this could be better. And this is how it looks like with the lights on. Although I got to admit that this is on the pale looking LED. Especially that I'm always been a fan of light up features to kits. I think Blitzway and 5 Pro Studio can do a better job than this. Say you're done using the lights on its eyes. The only way to turn it off is to remove the battery by pulling it out. The LED will then be left in place. So it's gonna stay there permanently. I don't know if this kind of battery is available in the market. Hopefully it is. Otherwise, I won't be able to use its light up features again once the batteries run out. Moving on to the blue and yellow Lion's light up feature. The battery compartment is on its upper pallet. You will need one battery for each Lion, which is not included. So you're gonna have to buy them separately. It could have been better if all the batteries are included, given that this figure is a bit expensive. The switch button is on the back of its head hidden underneath. Now, you won't be able to reach this button unless you have a tiny finger, as in tiny. So you can use anything small enough to reach the switch button to turn it on and off. And this is how it looks like with the lights on. I would say that this lights up better than the red and green Lion. However, do be careful when inserting the battery for blue and yellow Lion, as the fangs are really sharp, and I mean it. And this is the yellow Lion with the lights on. For the black Lion, the battery compartment is located on the back of its neck, and it's also the easiest to access. You're gonna need 3 LR41 batteries to make its eyes work, and again, not included in this kit. The switch button can be found in front on its Adam's apple area. And this is the brightest LED among the pack. Also in the box is this manual, which will guide you on transforming this 5 Lionbots to form a gigantic and mighty robot called Voltron. The transformation is actually pretty easy and simple, compared to Transformers robot figures that have so many steps and parts you need to move. The principle on Voltron's transformation involves bending and tucking in order to hide the 5 Lions' legs and tails, and then put them together afterwards to form a single unit. And that will be Voltron. For the green and red Lion, you have a part on a hinge hidden under the legs on Lion form, which you can pull out. Then bend the legs and tuck it in and cover the legs with that part just like so. Then do it on the other side. For the front leg, it's pretty much the same. Take out the hidden part underneath the leg, bend the leg and foot, and then tab it in. Put back the part to cover the legs and it's done. Then do the same thing on the other side. As for the tail, all you have to do is open this part and bend the tail. Now this is the hard part. You're gonna need to use one of the tools provided to take out the part hidden underneath. This part will serve as the joint to connect the arm to the body. But honestly, this is not an easy feat to accomplish, as this is really hard to pull out, even with the tool provided. But once that is done, tuck the tail in and close. Now we have Voltron's right arm. Do the same steps to the red Lion. And once it's finished, we have Voltron's left arm. Now for Voltron's lower legs and feet, which are the yellow and blue Lion. Move away the legs so that it is easier to pull out this panel hidden behind the leg. This part is on a 2-point hinge. Next is to bend the knee and foot and tab it in. Put back the part to cover the leg and it's done. Now do the same thing on the other leg. For the front leg, there is no hidden part for you to move. All you have to do is to bend the knee inwards and angle the legs. Now move the lion head upward and this will serve as the foot. Position the paws so that it is perpendicular to the ground and angle the legs just like so. Then we have a part underneath that you have to move backward. This will serve as the heel for stability. Lastly, fold the tails and tuck it in. And Voltron's left leg is complete. Repeat the same steps for the blue lion. And once done, this is how it looks like. Now for Voltron's lower legs, body, and head, which is the black lion. Let's start by straightening up the back legs, making it perpendicular to the body. Then rotate the front legs and there is a part on a hinge that you need to open by lifting it up. That is where the lion's leg and foot will be hidden away. Straighten up the paws with the legs and then tuck it in. Put back the part and the leg is good as gone. Do the same thing on the other side. Now rotate the front legs forward, till the red panel part is aligned to the chest. This can then be tabbed in on the chest so that it is on a fixed position. Bend and fold the tails and tuck it in. On its back, unfold this folded part on lion mode, and angle them accordingly just like that. Open up the lion's mouth all the way, and Voltron's faceplate will be exposed. Then bring out the lion's ears, which will now serve as Voltron's horns. Now we have Voltron's head, body, and upper legs. Now let's combine all the transformed parts together. For the lower legs, there is this panel, which you have to lift up. This is where you're gonna insert the upper leg. You will hear a click sound once it is locked in place. Do the same thing on the other leg, and we have Voltron's legs. For the arms, all you have to do is insert this peg to the connection point located on the shoulder joint. Do the same thing on the other arm. Once done, we have the arms and Voltron is now complete and ready for battle. For Voltron's articulation, the head can look up far ahead like that and look down just like so. We also have side-to-side movement. The head can probably do a 360 rotation, but I won't attempt it. 'Cause if you look closer, there are really tiny wires underneath the neck, which might potentially snap if you move the neck carelessly, so warning. Do be careful when moving the neck. For the arm, the upward movement is crazy. It can go all the way up just like that. The joint is on a ratchet and the arm can do a 360 rotation. The elbow has an extra articulation inwards as shown. This is aside from the main elbow, which is on a double joint, which can move back just like so, and 90 degrees bent forward just like that. The arms can swivel, and the lion's head, which serves as the hand, can be moved just as shown. The body can move sideways just like so, and we got a great abdominal crunch. You will notice that once you do the abdomen crunch, there is a part on the back which opens up for that extra range of articulation, which is really nice. However, no backward articulation for the body. This part of armor on the chest is on a tab, which can be separated by pulling. This will give you a butterfly kind of movement for the arm. Just take a look at that. That is some crazy range of motion. The legs can rotate all the way round just like that. Can be moved sideways just like so, and the leg joint is on a ratchet. We got a leg drop feature on the hips for better range of articulation of the legs, and this is the farthest the legs could go sideways. No perfect split for this figure. It's very close though, so not that bad. Meanwhile, this is the farthest it could kick forward. And I'm telling you, the legs are really heavy. And this is the farthest the legs can move backwards. The lower legs can be bent backwards just like so. And you can see the part on the back which collapses as you bend the lower leg. That is pretty nice. We also have a point of separation on the shin area as shown. This can be used for some dynamic poses. For the foot, it can move side to side, front and back just like that. And did you hear that sigh? That's because this figure is really heavy and keeping them in the air tire my arms out. So while in there, would you do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button? And just to mention, the way to remove the lower legs is to press this button for the yellow and blue line.
So there you have it guys, para sa review netong Voltron Defender of the Universe by Blitzway and 5 Pro Studio. So napakaganda niya, like tulad ng sinabi ko sa video, ito yung best unboxing experience ko so far sa aking collection. And nung natingnan ko pa lang siya, na-in-love na ako agad and alam ko na rock solid talaga yung figure na to. So napakaganda, like di ko siya ma-explain sa words kasi ano yung parang naalala ko lang nung kabataan namin nung pinapanood namin siya, like pangarap lang siya eh. So parang ngayon na nagkaroon na ako, nahawakan ko na siya, kahit laruan lang siya, para siyang pangarap na natupad. So yun, like do inabot siya ng ilang years, well at least natupad yung pangarap natin. Pero sabi nga nila, wala naman yan sa edad nakabase. Ang mahalaga is gumagawa ka ng way para maabot mo yung pangarap. So yun, kung i-rate ko to, out of 10, it's an easy 10. So napakaganda niya, like very classic and traditional Voltron talaga yung itsura niya. And sobrang ganda, tapos added pa yung kanyang light up features. Like ngayon nagme-make sense na sa akin. Before, like parang nasabi ko dun sa review na yung LED function nung sa left arm and right arm niya, medyo nasa low side siya. I mean like, hindi siya ganun kaliwanag. Pero tingin ko, the purpose of that is para hindi siya mag-stand out masyado and makontra yung ilaw niya sa kanyang mata, sa face. Available din pala to sa ibang variant na kung saan may kasamang display base and pwede mo siyang i-display na mga lion part siya. Tapos may storage din siya ng weapon and mas marami din na weapon yung kasama. Etong kinuha ko is yung Japan Limited Edition, kung saan ang feature niya naman na wala dun sa isa is etong Blazing Sword effect part. And tingin ko kasi, personally, mas gusto ko siyang i-display as robot kesa sa as lion mode. Pero kung trip nyo yon, pwede nyo rin yun kunin. Mas mahal nga lang siya ng konti. So kung ako ang tatanungin nyo, kung halimbawa pasok naman sa budget nyo, kung meron naman kayong budget, bilhin nyo yun para meron kayong option. So yun, kaya itong kinuha ko kasi mas pasok siya sa budget ko. Marami pa akong gustong idagdag sa aking robot collection. Andyan pa sa listahan natin si Daimos tsaka si Voltis 5. So abangan nyo yun guys, pag-iipunan muna natin kasi medyo nasa prices side siya eh. Pero sulit na sulit yung gastos. Pag nahawakan mo na talaga siya, talagang alam mong napakaganda niya. Like, as in, like, hindi ko alam, words aren't even enough, like, to describe kung gaano to kaganda and gaano kasarap sa feeling na meron ako ngayon nito. Sa mga gusto rin ng Voltron, ispatan nyo to guys, napakaganda nito. Alam kong marami ng version na nilabas, pero sa mga tinignan ko na review, so far para sa akin, ito yung pinakamaganda. So yun, maraming salamat sa panonood netong video and wag niyong kalimutan mag-like and mag-subscribe na rin bilang suporta sa ating channel. And lagi niyong tatandaan na hindi lang to basta mga laruan, ito ay pinagmumulan ng kasiyahan. See you next time. Ciao!